Hello, YouTube. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh my. Had a quick exit yesterday due to a hot water heater leak. So back at it again today. Maybe try to take some of these papers that we made and throw them into a collage. Play with the stamps a little bit more. Again, this is promoting and sharing Robyn McClendon's new art Foamie stamps that for the month of April of 2023 will exclusively be on her website, robynmcclendon.com. And there's a description of what each of the symbols means on the website under each listing. And then there's a set of all the multiple ginkgo leaf shapes. And hey, Joan, how are you? I am looking for, hang on, guys. I'm trying to give you a link here. Should have had this prepared, but you know how that goes. So right now, Robyn can only offer domestic shipping. Here's the link in the chat. And after April, I think that there'll be a change there. Hey, Mariah, how are you? Let me get my mini cam up here. Hey, Janine. All right, so I just have this, hoping to capture a thumbnail out of this. Let me move all these stamps. I got all three sets all mixed up now, so I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly which symbols are in which set, but you can see that on the website. The ginkgo leaves are all in a separate set by themselves. So here's some papers we made yesterday. This I just took one of my Lebenzon handmade brushes and dipped it in some gold ink. I use this gold ink, which I think is my favorite gold ink. April, if you're here, make note of that. You were asking me. Hi, Carol. Not yet. The hi, Evie. The water heater, it's a tankless water heater that had the leak, and it's right 10 feet away from where I'm sitting right now on the exterior wall of the basement. Dave came down yesterday and there was a pool of water under the unit. So it wasn't a massive leak, and it was contained. It's a copper pipe that's inside the unit that's leaking. So the plumber actually called today. Hey, Tam. Hey, Eminem. And they're supposed to be here tomorrow between 8 and 12 to have a look at it. So hopefully it's not that big of a disaster. But looking at it from here with the cover off of it, as tight as it is in there, I don't know how the heck they're going to be able to replace a copper pipe, but that's where we are. Hey, Patty. Yeah, that's saved on the leak, but it's a much more expensive unit. You know, a leak in a tank is bad news, but this is more expense depending on what the problem is with the tankless unit. They're so handy and they're so nice because they're on demand. If you want hot water running all day long, you can have it. Whereas the tank, you know, it runs all day to keep the 50 gallons warmed up to optimum temperature. And when that's drained out, it takes a while to, you know, for it to heat back up again. So there's good and bad, but this is the expensive one. So hopefully it's a cheap fix. Hey, Alan. Who else snuck in on me? Linda. Okay, so let's get going here. We got a busy day again. Dave's at our friend who's our mechanic, also changing the oil in the third vehicle this week. And then when he comes back, we had everything power washed yesterday during a horrible storm. The guy was out there power washing. Good Lord. But anyway, I started to take the covers off the furniture on the deck, and we got a different grill. We're going to put that together this evening when he gets home and try to get this baby going. Hey, Gray. So here's one of the, this is what I started to tell you. See how that squirrel, I see something in chat and I divert. That's just the way it is. I maybe need to be medicated. I'm not sure. Hey, Liz. So this is just one of Robyn's printables, and I took a variety of the sizes of the ginkgo leaves and painted some of this gold Foamie ink, which is pretty, or power washing today. Yep, tis the season. Let me try to show you what this is. This is a really brilliant yellow gold Foamie ink, and it's, there you go, Beijing Yidege, Yiddish. I don't know how to say it, but everything else is Chinese on the label. But this, I get this on Amazon, so I'm sure if you put in that Beijing Yidege, you'll find it. They also make a silver and a red in the same company, I believe, and it's very reflective ink. I mean, it's almost hard to photograph and see on video because it's so shiny. But anyway, that's just the ginkgo leaves. This one I took, I rolled some Golden's iridescent bronze on my jelly plate and used it as a stamp pad and stamped some of the symbols, and you can see how they came out in the bronze very faintly on there, and then threw a ginkgo leaf down the bottom of there because why not? I had leftover ink. This was just an old watercolor pigment test I did a few weeks ago, and I wanted to try the black silver ink. This is another one of my favorites. Silver black Yasutomo. You can get this on Amazon as well. They also have a gold black. I just want to see if on watercolor paper what it did, and the silver did come to the top. Some papers you stamp this and it just looks like black ink. You don't see the silver. It's got to be some kind of porous paper, like for instance on this newsprint here. I don't think I did it yet. Oh yeah, here I wiped off the brush. It just immediately turns to that bluish silver, and the black soaks in or soaks through the paper. Yeah, Joan, if you're interested and you can't get them, let me know. I might be able to make that happen. And this one came out really faint, which is the point. If you want to layer, this is one of my favorite printables of Robyn's. I just love this one. But I took the new Tim Holtz Lost Shadow, which is really a lost shadow. I mean, it's very faint, but when you look at this close up, you can see another layer. So there's a symbol in there. One up here. I tried to put it over the dark so you could see it a little bit better. And one down here. Just a little layer here and there. This was the pickup of a jelly print from where I stamped off on this here and got all the symbols on there. I just picked up the shadow on there and then tried to pick up the rest, mixing a couple of spray paint and different ink on there. So that's where we got to before we had the water heater issue. So let's see if we can go issue free for about an hour. Oh, here I just put a couple little marks on this little book. This is this was a manila folder actually that I coffee stained. See how it's creased on the spine like that? And sewed 3 signatures in and tied some beads on it. I did this a while ago. I think I did this. Let's see. Is anybody here that went to Arizona with me? Kathy. There's Kathy. She went. And Zandra. Hey, Z. They were in. See, I speak of Arizona and they just pop in. April and Gayla and I, 5 of us went together. And Bonnie was there. That's how I met Bonnie in person. Anyway, I made this to take there, I think. But it's just a manila folder. Coffee stained it, did some stenciling and some scripting. That's that silver ink on there. And see, even on the manila folder, it just disappears. The black disappears and the silver stays on the top. It's pretty cool ink. And then these are just old jelly prints, just like a starting part to art journal in or collage over top of. Of course, I never get that far. I just make the book and then there we are. Put another little chop kind of thing down here with one of the stamps. But that's all that is. Okay. I feel like I want to do something else on the jelly plate and make a couple other papers. But what do we want to do? I printed out some other of Robyn's printables. I'm just looking through them here. A lot of these were from the first scripting class that she did. And April, hello. April, I just looked at my drawer. I think this is my favorite. Just so you know. It's very yellow gold. But as mentioned, they do also have a silver and a red. Should anyone need a collection? Apparently, I felt as though I did. Let's see. What else do I want to grab out of here? Anything? Whoop. Huh. Okay. I wanted to just do something to add another little kind of layer in here. I'd love to see your other golds, Patti. Not that I need any more. Oh. There may be a couple. And some of them, April, are, what are they called? They're P.H. Martin, like 18 karat gold. This one hasn't been mixed up for a while. But there's Spectralite. This is 18 karat gold. Doc P.H. Martins. These aren't Foamie inks. They're for pen or brush. But that's a good gold one too. There's a few different golds that they make. Here's the gold black, like the gold silver. Does the same kind of things. This one, I don't remember. I don't think this was my favorite. April, I just looked back at chat and you said they bring a lot of fun and joy. Are you talking about gold ink or your dog? Or both? Hey, Dot. Tried a tiny dip of the red and the gold. No, I have not. Does it make it like a rose gold? I've done that with acrylics before and watercolors. And of course this gold mica. And then this mica paste in gold. This is thick. This is not Foamie ink. This is almost like a paste, but it's very brilliant gold. To name a few. All right. So let's see if I'm just going to put, oops. Huh. Imagine that. A little, just a few little drops of this. That's all. That's all I'm going to do. And what I get off my thumb, my finger should be enough. And then I'm going to brayer this real thin. And then I'm going to spray it with water way up here. Just a little bit of a mist. And let that sit a minute. And that should start breaking that pigment apart. Come on. I can see it starting, but it's very slow. I figured you would, April. My kind of gal. Oh, gosh. Let's see where some of the turquoise is starting to beat up there and separate. It's one of the pigments that's in there. When it gets wet, it just separates. Maybe another little spritz over there and there. Get it going. Come on. It's like not watching paint dry, but watching paint beat up and separate. Hi, Ann. All right. Well, for the sake of my own sanity, let's just pick that up and see what it does on top of this printable. It's got some, I picked this one because it's got some dark spots and some light spots and a little circle area, all that kind of good stuff. Ooh. Over here, you can see more of that turquoise that broke out there. See, there's just a little hint of it all over. And down here, you see more of the turquoise. It just makes it a nice little airy, more turquoise over here. See what I mean, Bird? Hey, Willina. So, I kind of like that as a background for a collage. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to that one. This one's different. This is another one of Rob. These are all Robyn's printables. Who am I kidding? Let's do the same thing with that. And I wonder, how about opening the bottle, Patty? It'll spritz out a lot easier if you do that. You just want a little couple fine drops. And this is the high flow. This bronze is new in high flow, in the high flow formula. In case you don't know, I love the bronze. That's one of my favorite what is it called? Fluid acrylics. Thank you. And I was hoping they would come out of it with a high flow, and daggone if they didn't hear me. So I wonder if I took some of the symbols while this is beating up, would it leave a lasting impression? I want one that's kind of busy. I don't know if this is going to leave any impression at all, but we shall see. This one might be a good one. Let's do a couple ginkgo leaves. Why? Because I can. Okay. It's starting to break apart pretty good. I put a little bit more water on this one, so maybe that was the key. I didn't have enough water. Thanks, Anne. Now, did any of those shapes come out? Oh, wow. That put almost a turquoise cast on most of the print. Isn't that interesting? It's got some veins and little bits of the bronze streaking through it. I'll hold it up in a second while I'm examining it, looking to see if I can find any of the stamp impressions. I don't think it did. It was too much water and too thin of a coat for it to hold that print. But look how that changed that. See the bronze shining, but that real faint turquoisey bit on there. You can't hate that, people. Now that made me think of something else. Now hang on. I have to go to the other side. Oh, I talked about doing foiling with that, didn't I? That's a whole new mess on its own. But maybe worth it. I really gotta label these damn drawers. Wait. Let's see. Bronze shimmer. I'm looking at my Seth After sprays. This one's Silver Shine. Let's just try one of these. Now, I don't know if a spray is a way to go on the foam stamps or not, but you know I like me a good experiment. So let's pull one of these out of here that's got a little bit more white space. Hey, Margaret. So this is the Seth After Eyes Ink Dye Spray, and this one's in Silver Shine. That looks really blue on the screen, and it does have a blue cast to it, but it's definitely a silver blue. Let's see. Is this going to spray or is it clog? Nope, his usually sprays pretty good, and it did. So let's do this. We're going to make a mess. I say make a friggin' mess. Let's just get them all kind of bunched in here. And while we're at it, let's take a couple of these. I'm just putting them together like this so I don't have to spray all over everything. I'll have one puddle of a mess, if anything. So let's just do it. All right, here goes nothing, people. Oops, that might be too wet. Let's try one of these. I'm not sure if this is a good way to go because it's very runny. Oh, red came off of that. That looks kind of cool, actually. That one I pressed too hard. Maybe I pressed too hard on that. We'll just do a light. Oh, that's better with the light impression. I'm just doing it on different colors and areas here. Some dark. Did I do those, both of those? Yeah. You should probably have to wait until they dry a little bit to really see the shine. This one's so runny, there's a drop of liquid on these two. But look where the red came off the stamp with that and kind of made it like a two-tone image. Let me set that aside and dry it. Not sure that's the way to go. But you can't say I don't give things a try. But you know what? Just for giggles, I like that circle. But let me get the gold spray. You know how well, those of you who were with me yesterday saw how these came packaged in kind of a foam grid, and each of the symbol stamps were, I think it was 4 rows of 3 squares, and they're all cut the same size, but the images, you know, are obviously different. But they were packaged in a piece of foam like this. That I thought would look cool in a jelly plate too. But while we got this piece of paper here and some spray, let's go mad, shall we? And I might go silver and gold, but this has more of that brownie color in it, like coffee or tea. Let's just see what happens. Stop. Oh, and now let's take this and flip it over and stamp it here. I only did it on this one because it was right here. And I know that's going to absorb into the foam a little bit. So I didn't know how long I'd have a wet image. Yeah, I got a little bit of a print. Aesthetically, that's not really what I wanted to do to this one, but it was there. It was there. That one looks kind of cool, though. Interesting. All right, let's... Now, I tried this with bronze. Let's do it with black. Let's try this. And let's try... Hang on. Most of these prints were from the first scripting class that Robyn did. Oh, there's my favorite. Look, I printed two. Let's see. I really do like that one, though. That one came out really cool. Let's try on this one. This one's still a little bit damp, but did I show you this one close up where you can see little bits of the bronze? Oops, bumped the camera, shining in there. But mostly what you see is the turquoise. So let's put... Why is this happening today? Why not? Gala, are you referring to me as the big girl? Don't ever forget it. Okay, let's... Oops. A bowling alley. All right, let's do this. And let's just take a mishmash of different symbol stamps. And let's use this as an ink pad. And just randomly just print these. I think I got to tap them more to get more paint. There we go. That's a better impression. That's better. I was trying to make the ghost readable, but I think I'm going to have to sacrifice the readability to get a decent impression. Now I'm just going to put these over here kind of scattered because I'll most likely tear this up and use it in a collage at some point. Maybe today. I don't know. Intricate hand flourish. Oh, Gail, you may want to dial that 800 number you sent us now, just as backup. Well, I didn't want to put that right there on top of that one, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's put a black ginkgo leaf in there. Oh, some of the silver came off with that. Oh, that's cool. Let's do another one. Yeah, sucking that silver off of the stamp from the spray. Huh. I knew it was going to do that. I just wanted to see how surprised you all would be at my hidden talents. I kind of have to smirk myself when I say that. And it's so cool how that comes off of there. Well, let's just keep popping them on here. Oops. So I want to put the, hang on, let me put the link back in chat for Robyn's website. And I want to mention about the shipping, the way her website is set up, she has to put shipping in for each item, obviously, but, well, not obviously, some of them don't have to do it. But anyway, that's how hers is. So the shipping is $17. Right now it's domestic only. That's if you buy all 3 sets, the 2 image sets, the ancient symbols 1 and 2, and then the ginkgo leaf set. And that would cover the box that would need to be large enough for those 3 sets to be packaged. If you buy 1 set or 2 sets, you'll be refunded the difference for what the actual shipping is for those. So that's just good collage fodder to tear up. There's a fodder. Where's the mutter? This is how my brain works. I say it out loud so nobody's astonished at what happens in my head. I'm going to spray, and I don't know if it's going to show because it's not much of the open, it's not very open, but let's just for giggles, let's see what happens. Put on some silver, we'll put on some gold. Are you talking about Jelly Prince Gala? All right, let's see what happens here. Should I brayer those in a little bit? I guess the answer is yes. Now let's try, I guess we ought to pick it up on deli. That's pretty wet. I think I hear my mother cussing upstairs. She's watching the ball game. That would mean the Orioles aren't doing great. So that's a lot of mishmash in there, although the metallics did come through, which surprised me. And there are some shadows in there of some of the images. Let's see if I can make you see. I'm going to make you see them right there through there. See those? It's so shiny. That spray is so shiny. It's hard to see it on the screen. You're just going to have to trust me or come here and see it for yourself, whichever one you choose. But it's kind of cool looking, no matter what it is. I wonder. You know what? I wonder what. Hang on, I'm thinking. Hey, Dana. Better late than never. That's what I always say. I wonder. Let's do this again. Mixed with the black and whatever else it picks up on there. And see what happens. A little water. Let that sit and think for a minute. Gala. You just know how to make a girl feel good. Turning the camera around, look a little crooked to me. All right, let's let that do a little mix up there for a minute, and let's pick it up on maybe that one. That's got more lighter bits for where the black may pick up or may not. Who knows? I think it's going to make the black under there look more metallic with it mixing up like that. We're going in. What time is it? I watch my time, 2:35. Okay, after we do this, maybe we'll head for the collage book just to help Gayla out. She'll feel much better about herself when she watches me collage. Ooh, that's going right through there. That's wet enough that it may make the toner. My printer, when I print down here, my color toner, when it gets wet, you saw me use a water brush to do some cutting out of images before, and it gets like a green and pink cast to it where it gets wet on the toner. So this is all toner. So let's see what happens here. It's a lofty goal, Anne. Hey, Dar. All right, let's see. Oh, you know, that's so ugly. It's really cool. And, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this one over here wasn't all the pigment breaking apart. Maybe it was some of the toner that was blending in with that. See, it's almost the overall cast of that is almost that turquoisey green color. But this one, see, just when you think it's going to be a big flop, that is very old wall grunge. Oh, man, I like that one. Look at some of these areas. Looks like almost like, I don't know, lightning streaks in the sky or some kind of thready looking pattern through there. A little shine here and there. Real dark over in here. And then that overall, that arc that's in there, that's a big, that's one of the rusted papers that she did with a big, some kind of rotor, I think. Or it was a motor part or a brake part. I think it was a rotor, like a big ring. And, I mean, in person, that's pretty cool, actually. All right. Moving on. I'm really tempted to do another one, but that doesn't clean the plate as well as, let me get my paint that reminds me of my husband, tight and buff. Oh, God love him. Just a little bit. This is one of the ones that I think really helps suck all the stuff off the plate and clean it up. A lot of the golden ones are like that. The nickel azo gold is a good one. But you don't want too much, Patty. Hello, when are you going to learn? A thin layer so it marries to the bottom layers and just pulls all that up. CB's probably crying because I just covered up all of her good stuff. It's hours of entertainment being able to do that, Gayla. I'm going to pull this on black. I don't know why, but I'm gonna. And this is the black bond paper. It's the Eclipse by Nina. I love this black paper. It's the blackest black paper that I have. That black deli paper, when you put it next to this, isn't so black. It's more charcoal. Still good, and it's thinner. a nice texture for collage, but it's not the blackety black that I like. Kayla, you may look at that as a mental deficiency, but it's actually a talent. All right, let's see if this can get all stuck down there really well. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's cleaning the plate, all except for my crusty edges around the sides, of course. Oh, I think it looks pretty cool, actually. I wonder if I get any of my shapes of the stamps in there. No, I see parts of them, I think. Anywho, look how blue that looks instead of the Titan Buff. And that's part of it. The paper changes the color of white and black, white and Titan Buff paint when you put it on there. Lucky for me, I like that gray blue color. But that's just, you know, that's just a crusty bit ghost print of everything we did today. So, all right. Let's put you over here and let's... Oh, I should tell everybody, I haven't posted anything yet. I need to get to that. I'm looking at my calendar. I believe it's going to be not this coming weekend, but the weekend of the 27th of April. We're going to have an iStencil sale. Joan's got a ton of new designs coming out. I don't know what the particulars are going to be. Usually it's 20 or 25% discount. So I will share when I can. And actually, I have, well, better not do that yet. I know I'm a tease. That's what the boys used to say. 60 years ago. All right, I had to hydrate after that one. All right. I'm looking for opportunities to add a little stamp on here as I'm going through. Of course, then I got to wait till it dries, so I better do that later. I always really like this one. I always really don't like this one. It's too much the same. Oh, but here, see these turquoise little marks here? That's spattered water on a print that I did with my color printer. That's what I'm talking about, the color that it changes. And see around here where I did the paper cutting around the perimeter of that with the water brush? That's what I was talking about. What a great demonstration to actually be able to show you something I'm talking about. Here's where I went into my silver, gray, blue, black phase. Oh, I don't know why I haven't torn this one out yet. Mama is not a fan of that one. That's one of the Tim Holtz fabrics that I foiled a text stamp over it in gold. How clever. And another piece with a different stamp on it. These were all scraps from last summer when I made all those note cards at our retreat. Oh, look. My favorite print of Robyn's again. I do like this one. I must say so myself. I'm just going through these so Gayla can get warmed up. Shouldn't have to go into a new one in shock. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one I did the last time with the bread. And that golden black paper is pretty cool. Watch this, Gayla. This will calm you down. Watch the circles. Remember those 3D circles that I was doing, those concentric circles on a black and white print that was making everybody dizzy? It's very interesting. Okay, what the hell are we going to do here? That one's just really cool. I might just start with that. Or do I want to start with this? This one's still wet. That is so cool. I'm going to let that sit up here and dry. Maybe we'll start with this one. Patti, mouse scanner. Years ago. I haven't used it for years, Dar. I just ran across it not too long ago and thought, hey, I remember you. It was a handy little thing for, you know. For the price. I don't even know if they still make that or not. Oops. Didn't hold the ruler down. Hate when that happens. Apparently I did it again. It's pretty easy, Dar, but it's you got to get used to the feel of it. And make sure whatever you're trying to scan is pretty smooth. You don't want to do something in got a lot of relief on it, you know, a lot of raised bits or some like paste that you put through a stencil, that's going to hose you up. If it's a clean print like this, you could scan that in easily. And the bigger it is, the trickier it is, because if you don't drag your hand over it, the mouse over it evenly the whole way back and forth, you can see where the bits don't connect. They'll look kind of wonky, like it's pixelated on the screen. But if you go back over it and go slow over it, it'll put it right back in its place. But the clock's ticking and you only have so long to do the whole thing. That's the tricky part. Patti, I saw a reel on Instagram where they made their own monogamy paper with a brown paper bag and gold ink. Oh, you'll have to send me that link, April. I'm only here for your entertainment, Gail, in case you've not yet figured that out. All right, let's see what we can do here. Here's all these. Oh. Maybe a rip of that. Oh, rip. I said rip. When does Yellowstone start again? Probably November. Let's see. Thanks, April. Notice I'm not saying thanks to Gayla so much. Putting the link in there again, because I forget to every once in a while. I wonder if I tore this. Just a little hunk. A little hunk will do ya. Oh, look, got to use my ruler again, Gayla. Oops. Who's laughing now? When does the yellow snow start again? What the hell are you talking about? Did I say something about yellow snow? I could have. I'm not denying it. Maybe this will sit in one of the corners here. Kind of nice like. Oh, you're all over it. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see. Gail, you're just having a day here with all these tearing bits I got to do. Actually, I don't want a straight line there. I'm going to kind of jag it up a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just laying them down. Don't anybody panic. Lordy. I might just stamp directly on here if I can't find the images that I want or that work better. High ground. Hello. Last thing the world needs is another straight line. Exactly. Exactly. Left up to me, there will never be another one. If it's dependent on me making one. Oh. Just playing. Don't anybody panic. That's too dark. That's too light. Some of these areas I just don't want to cover. Like that looks really cool up close. Who's here? Hey, Brenda. Oh, Randy and Teresa are here. Hello. I didn't see you come. Oh, that is you guys. I knew High Ground rang a bell to me, but I didn't know it was your bell until just now. I may try my hand at a raised garden bed this year. I know we're a little behind. Everything's behind here, but I may. I may and I might. I'll do that up here. I'm not feeling, you know what's wrong? Dot knows what's wrong. Go ahead, say it, Dot. You know what's wrong. I'm missing something. Let's see. I'm digging in a drawer. I didn't have a stroke yet. Apparently I'm digging in the wrong. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Land of Midtones, our favorite vacation spot. Sometimes it's better off that I don't read these. Yep, you guys got it. Dot doesn't want to say it out loud, but stripes are needed. Now, where the hell did I hide that from myself? Oh, that's the fabric. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can. Hang on. Maybe I can put a little streak of this in there somehow. It's very stark and geometric and black and white. Hang on. Maybe a little hunk of that, or maybe a wider bit of that for the triangles. I may have to print more of my black and white stripes. Oh, wait a minute. Don't panic, Dot. Found one. All right, let's see what we're doing here. Oh, you know what I might do too? I got this red paper that I had to have, still in the plastic, but I'm thinking maybe I'll put a little rough torn piece of this, maybe behind something black and white, and then a little piece with a gold ink stamp on it for like a chop. All right, let's see. That might have been too thin and got all curled up there and wonky. Yeah, that's maybe that on another one sometime. That's too thin for what I had in mind. And the plumber called. They'll be here between 8 and 12 tomorrow.
Did you? Oh, so they did call you back on Sunday.
Yeah.
Did you tell them that's a tankless hot water heater?
Yep. And I told them it was a copper pipe in the.
Well, I don't know that for a fact, but yes.
Okay, then I may have lied, but that's okay.
They won't know that.
Yeah, I'll tell them you lied.
Well, it's in the heat exchanger, so.
Okay.
Looks like it's starting.
Sandra just said, "Hey, Dave."
Hey.
Hey.
That's how much water was in it this morning.
Let's see that one. That's more white. Same pattern. Or do I want something?
I'll be here in the morning.
All right. I'm kind of feeling the triangles here, but I don't know where. Bye, red monots. Okay, what the heck are we doing here? Maybe I'll go all the way to the top with this side. That may or may not make the cut. This may or may not make the cut. Kind of like those raggedy edges, but then I got I know my symbols aren't right that way. Maybe this way. Okay, let's open this. Oh, this feels really cool, this paper. Well, before I tear it up, if anybody wants to know what this is, it's from Amazon. And you can screenshot that information. It's almost feels like fabric. The fabric of our lives. Oh, well. Apparently that was double-sided tape there. Wow, that's really, I've never felt paper like that before. Well, okay. I'm going to rip off a hunk of that. Ooh, that tore really easy. Narrow arrows. Are you trying to make a rhyme? So let's, that's probably too much for all that neutral stuff. Let's do that. I don't know if this is going to make the cut, to be honest. I think this gold is throwing me off there. Let me go back and get rid of most of that sharp angle there. Does that make me feel better? A little. All right, now where are we going to go with this? I'm just auditioning. You know, I really feel like I need a striped circle in there for no other reason than to drive Dot a little closer to crazy.
What's that?
Oh, look at that. That'll drive her crazy. Don't know if I'm going to use it, but it's there. Maybe if I start gluing down a few pieces, I can get going. It's like my brain won't go into collage gear. I forgot about this little beauty. Do I want to run that up through here, over top of that one? Yesterday evening, I was out on the deck and I let Oakley out in the yard, and I was standing there and looked around, and here comes a woman walking down our street with 4 sheep on leashes. That's an ugly dog. Wait a minute. There are 4 sheep. 3 white ones with black boots and a black face, and 1 all black. Just walking way better than Oakley walks on a leash with her up the road. And I couldn't get to my phone to get my camera in time to prove it. You know, what are you going to do? If we put a little bit of the red sticking out here, just to put a pop of something in there. And then maybe I'll put a red chop on the gold like I was saying down here. So if we did that, let's see before I commit. Let's try a little bit of this. You don't see that every... No, you're not here. And I was waiting for her to turn around and come back, but she may have been going back. I might not have seen her coming down the street. But it was very interesting. I got to catch her because they were very well behaved, and it was just so cute. So let's find a symbol. This looks like a good one. I don't know what it means, but all the information's on Robyn's website for the meaning of all the symbols. So I'm going to brush on some of this gold Foamie ink. Not too thick of a layer because this ink's pretty thick. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure which way the stamp goes. I'm going to assume this way. Hey, Ginger. Ooh, I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Okay, let's oh, that's enough to drive your eyes crazy right there, even on the diagonal. Okay, let's talk and more gluing. All right. What's my time? 3 o'clock. I got dinner most of the way started, which will leave us time for grill assemblage. These are a pain in the neck, gluing down the whole page. Should get my spray glue, but that'll be a disaster. Then you get the goats to cut your grass. Oops. Hold on to you. Not looking at the chat right at the moment. Now's when Gayla says something snarky that I miss. Here's your cue. Uh-oh. I had that this way, I do believe. I might put that right out to this edge and then cover that streak on the binder edge there with something magnificent. Gayla, are you sweating yet? Yes, it would be. I have a tendency to agree. Do I want a little bit of this, like maybe here? Just so we get a little black and white stripes in there. It wouldn't be right without it. So let's see. just want little bits peeking out. Don't want the whole thing in there, just a little smattering, if you will. Or do I want a longer piece so it goes all the way behind there? I don't think so. Okay, so what's down first? About there. Somebody remember that. Oh, shit. Oh, mark me down for one, Gail. I almost said it twice. It would be unusual if I got through a collage without getting marked up a couple times with, you know, a little red mark next to my name. Or saying a bad word. Get off of there, boy. I'm not sure if the glue, if that red paper is going to stand up to a glue stick. Let's see. Get off of there. I kind of like that real bright pop of red just sticking out of there a little bit. But we're going to try it. I have a whole roll if this goes south. Huh. Accidents could happen with that tied around your neck, Gala. Oh, this is going okay with the glue stick, even though I'm running out of glue in it. I think I've officially run out of glue in this one. Oh, that's a big booger of glue. I thought that was the paper tearing up. Get over there. All right. I don't know. That was somewhere in this area, I believe. And then this. New glue stick, please. I go in the glue stick department. There we go. Just like the magic of TV. Trying to find where this isn't going to glue itself face down from something I've already traced with glue on here. See, once I make these dry fit decisions, the rest of it goes pretty quickly. Yeah, what the heck. So this little snippet. Now, do I want these washers up there? Or do I need to put, oh, you know what I'll do? Dot, why aren't you telling me? Actually, I should probably cut this on the paper cutter. Oh, I am so jacked up. I'm telling you what, I'm pretty sure I'm 90 instead of 66. I'm just saying. Ay, ay, ay. Little skinny bit here. I'll put it all there and there. Oops. All right, good enough. I think next time maybe we'll try doing some foiling with the symbols and the leaves on the stamps. I think maybe we will. So what if I cover this up with this? That'll repeat this bit. And then what about this? I forgot about the triangle. Should I just do that down the margin here? Had a hard time sleeping after I bought the cleavers. Are you talking about my chef's knives that I got? Or is that some language I don't understand? Now, I don't know. Should that be there? What if I do that? And what if I do this down here? Got a little blob right there I got to do something with. I don't have to, but I feel as though I do. Okay, well. Let's do this. Oops. That, and let's, oh lordy, this isn't going to be good. Ha! That's for Gala. All right, let's see. This, in my head, this work. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. I put that there. Just a little schmutz in there. I don't know. See, I was picturing this over here. And then that still didn't work, did it? Like that. Under it, over it. And put my chop in the middle. That doesn't look right there, does it? I got to let it go and look at it on the screen. I don't know. Seems like that should be over there. And if I put this here, I mean, that'll cover it up. But then I got this point going into nowhere. That doesn't seem right. But we could rectify that pretty quickly by tearing a raggedy edge off like so. And then I have this cross over. Oops. I don't know about this. Something there isn't right. Oh, you mean when I kept cutting my hands up, Gala? With the new knives? Is that what you're referring to? That was true. I had quite a problem with that. But you know what I did? Went on Amazon and I got a chef's glove for cutting. Haven't had a cut since then. Okay, hang on. Let me see. I'm not quite. I do like that little piece of paper though. But this, I'm not sure. Love the little washers, but I'm not feeling it so much. What if I took a piece of this same paper and maybe have these dripping down like this from up here, under here, or over there? Under or over? Maybe just over a little bit. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to do it. So first goes the fabric. That's always going to be a treat. I'll put this one up here. When I tear them, they curl under a little bit. So that makes gluing very interesting. But we can do it. We can do it. All right. Let's smush this in half. Get a clean bit up here. Okay, Xander, sounds good. This is being spiteful, so we'll just try to make it cooperate. I'm going to manhandle this 3/4 of an inch strip of cotton. Come on, unfold. Work with me. Not again me. Not sure it's going to. All right. I should have put, that's what I should have done. See, I'm not all that smart, really. Gail will confirm that. I should have put the glue on the paper and laid the fabric down, but no. Just make it harder on me. It's really a cool texture, actually. I put that in at an angle like that. That's where she's going, right there. And this one, it's got a, I try to hold it up to the camera in a minute. I don't know if you can pick up the texture of it, but it's really lovely. Quite lovely. It's like rice paper on the back of it, but the red bit, it's like got a, I don't know if it's 2 layers or what the deal is there, but okay. I don't know, am I done? I gotta look at it. Trim some of these bits off of here. All right. I don't know. I feel like something's off. Like something needs to be a focal point. And I was hoping this would be, but I don't think it is. All right, Gayla, what's your 2 cents? Oh, now she's quiet. There's a tiny little bar of red at the left top. Oh, here's a good, I can show you what the paper has, this like white, very thin rice paper layer on the back of it. And, but the texture, listen, can you hear the texture? It's very, I don't know. It's a fine gauge cotton-like feel. So like maybe something like that just happens to be laying on my table. Actually, doesn't look bad, but this, I don't know. Oh, and the white peeled off of there pretty good. I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about. Patty, would you mind holding up the label again? Well, it is in the trash, but it's on the top of the trash. XUAN paper roll, red. But I would go with either that number or that EXCEART. They may be key search words. Screen grab. I wonder if that's an Amazon number over here. Let me show you that too. Calligraphy paper, it says, but it's CAL up here and calligraphy down there. Didn't catch that the first time. So, if you can't find it, ping me on Facebook or Instagram and I'll look up my Amazon link in my order history. Or is this where you're saying, Gayla, up here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Three-inch wide, horizontal, top left. What you're using is good. Huh? No. Damn the lag. 3-inch wide, horizontal, top left. Like a big chunk up here? Just of red paper? What are you, crazy? I don't know. I like parts of it a lot, but something feels... Maybe I got to think on it. Oh, Gayla. Little drama queen. Maybe. Oh, I have an idea. It might be a bad idea. But by jiggities, I think I'm going to do it anyway. Let me find. Let's try this. This could be a big boo-boo, but we're going to do it anyway. Because that's how we roll here. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. I haven't practiced my scripting in a long time. So this may not be one of my better ideas. Oh, what do I say? Just shut up and friggin' do it. I ain't scared of no ink. But I better get more on my pen, my brush than that. Well, let's just do a little bit of something up here. And maybe a little more something down here. See if I can do it really little. That might have overdone it. But as an old redneck boat captain used to say when we used to go down to Hatteras all the time. What did he say? That quick it left me. Color me done. That's what he said. Actually, he would say color me gone, but color me done. Oh, you know what I should have done? What a dumbass. Oh, I said ask, Gayla. Now I said it twice. I wanted, remember I said I was going to stamp just right directly on the page, and I didn't. I should have done that in black. Maybe I'll do it over top of this. So I want a black. Oh, look. I got my hands to work. I don't know how juicy this is. I can't tell you the last time I used an ink pad. It's getting blacker. Maybe I should try this one. This one I know is newer. Where am I going to put it? Oh, Lord, the pressure. Let's just overlap it right there. I don't know why. Maybe this will untie everything. Put one over these. Oh, I shouldn't have done that on the black stripe. I should stop while I'm ahead, but you know, that's easier said than done. I should have mixed them up. Gayla, what are you letting me do? I'm telling you, my brain's not working on all cylinders for a long time now. I'm stopping. And I may come back. I like the individual elements. See how shiny that ink is? That might have been too much. I should have just done one skinnier thing all the way down the middle and just called her a day. But you know, that's not in my nature. I don't know how you do it, Gayla, honestly. All right, kids. Mama gonna go. And thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I got quite a mess to clean up down here, but that's not going to happen today because I got a big mess upstairs too. Got the deck halfway opened and dinner halfway done. All right. I will leave it at that. And thanks, guys, for hanging with me. I appreciate it. And I'll put this link in one more time. If anybody's interested in Robyn stamps. And we shall call it a day. Z, I hope to see you soon. Xander's coming on at 4 o'clock, guys, on Scraps to Beauty. That's her YouTube channel, if you don't know her. I think most people here know her. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go, and I'll catch you later. Thank you, especially you, Gayla. You can go take a Xanax and put your feet up.